In Anambra State today, every citizen feels the impact of how the internally generated revenue are collected and managed, from civil servants to drivers and to entrepreneurs across the state. Since assuming office, Governor Soludo has rolled out policies and reforms to make the system fairer, more transparent, and beneficial to all. This is Solution Footprints. On today's episode, we'll be showcasing how these policies and reforms have boosted the internally generated revenue of Anambra State. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Join me. Popular mantra in the administration of Governor Soludo CFR is doing more with less. His budgets in the last 3.5 years has prioritized capital expenditure over recurrent expenditure.
The internally generated revenue of the state is barely 0.5% of the state GDP. And this presents immense opportunity as well as a threat in the context of a rentier culture, where the social contract and trust between the citizen and the government is broken, and the people do not believe that they can get value for their taxes. We are determined to change this. I pledge here once again, ladies and gentlemen, for us to devote every kobo of your tax money to work for you. This is your government. I'm only your employee. I commit to a transparent, accountable, judicious, and impactful use of your tax money. My litmus test for every expenditure will be to ask 2 questions. 1, if this is my hard-earned money from work and profit, can I spend it this way? 2, is it the best way to spend the taxes and levy collected from the poor traders and other riders? If I cannot answer yes to both questions, then I will hesitate to deploy your money.
As he navigates the complexities of governance, one area stands out: the reform of the state's internally generated revenue, or IGR. Supported by an innovative new digital tax regime, a transformational vision is taking shape, driven by the dynamic. Since assumption of office, Governor Soludo has recognized that enhancing the state's IGR is key to fostering development, providing essential services, and reducing dependency on federal allocations. Apart from blocking leakages by improving transparency, Governor Soludo's manifesto promised significant improvement in the internally generated revenue by deploying technology to implement a comprehensive revenue improvement strategy, which will expand the tax base and also increase ease of paying taxes in the state. His goal is simple: to create a sustainable financial foundation that empowers the people and propels Anambra into a prosperous future. Indeed, the reformation of IGR is not just about collection, it's about efficiency, transparency, and accountability.
Going down memory lane, what has happened prior to Mr. Governor's assumption of office in March 17, 2022, and coming to this point where we are now, it's a wide gap. It was what could be described as forest of errors. There was chaos, there was pandemonium, there was all sort of non-state actors were on stage, everybody plundering from one corner of the state to the other until Mr. Governor arrived. To crown it all, the entire system changed. If you look around here in this office now, you see people very dutifully engaged in the activities of IGR, and what you now refer to as people, process, system, and technology took a center stage, and that has effectively improved the system. Now, Technology does one thing. It helps you to close leakages. And Mr. Governor, being a process person from the word go, knew it, and he believes in it. Still continue to bring it to bear before the people of Anambra that technology is it. Technology is everywhere, and everywhere technology. That has been the mantra. And any revenue we cannot collect using technology, we forgo it.
Under Governor Soludo's leadership, Anambra has embraced a new digital tax regime, a groundbreaking initiative that simplifies tax collection and enhances compliance through technology.
Every taxpayer, as a rider, has an electronic wallet, which will be funded either by a direct remittance from your bank or by a mobile money partner. Okay, that's the beauty of these mobile money partners, because if you don't know, most of them don't have bank account, so you fund your wallet using a mobile money partner. On the dot of time when you're supposed to pay your IGR every week, which is more like Sunday night, that wallet will be automatically charged. So you're no longer going to look for a bank or POS or this to go and make your payment. And we have begun to install the Fair Flex device, that if you park your vehicle in a mechanic or you're at a hospital, you're unable to walk, your ledger switches off. So as soon as you put your key to start working, your ledger switches on and start counting your revenue for you. And at the dot of time, you will be charged. If you go out now, look at every keke you see, they have what you call a QR code or a sticker on their screens. If you take only your phone and snap and take a capture of the screen, you will see the records of that particular rider. To pick it from the back end here and show you on your screen. And it will tell you whether that rider is good to go or not good to go. If his revenue is sharp and good to go, it will tick it good. If it's not, it will tell you bad that this guy is owing.
The digital tax regime allows for the seamless collection of taxes through online platforms. This not only reduces the burden on citizens, but also minimizes corruption and leakages.
The new modus of tax regime in Anambra State is one of the best decisions that the government of this state has taken, in the sense that it made tax payments relatively easy for the citizens to do. You can be in your office and do a bank transfer, and the money will immediately hit the government coffers, as opposed to the previous way of tax collection. And we, the citizens of Anambra State, are very happy, because it will give the government a better hand in managing the resources that comes into their coffers. I commend the government for doing that, because that is why they are there, and I think they are living up to the expectations of the people. So we are happy that this first step, the way it happened, we are very happy about it.
The introduction of these digital systems mark a paradigm shift in how tax collection operates.
It is a welcome idea because it will help tackle the issue of double taxation, loss of revenues to illegal people. When you do digital things, it captures every sector into it. And talking about my sector, which is transport, we had a couple of programs they brought up. I must tell you bluntly, we are happy to welcome TransPay when it came, because the idea of TransPay was that some of the hoodlums still go under the cover of the Board of Internal Revenue with those caps and whatever they wear to still say they are collecting, they are checking transport vehicles if they have paid the government, and in such they begin to extort. With the TransPay, no human activities. The TransPay I'm telling you why we accepted the TransPay. The TransPay will collect what you're supposed to pay a day. Haven't moved your vehicle close. If you drive between 40 to 45 minutes, it will activate to charge you. That means you have resumed work. Any day you didn't go to work, it won't charge you. Unlike the former U code and the T code they were doing, whether your motor is in the mechanic, they will be charging you every day. If whether the driver is sick, they will be charging, or you went home for something. So we embrace that TransPay.
These policies and reforms are making progress not just in numbers, but in funding schools, roads, hospitals, and other services people rely on every day. The story continues. By leveraging technology, the state is able to track, collect, and allocate funds more effectively, creating a more robust revenue stream, thereby shoring up the revenue from 1.5 billion naira monthly to an average of between 4 to 5 billion naira every month. Indeed, Anambra can now perform transactions at their convenience, ensuring that paying taxes is no longer an arduous task, but rather an integrated part of their daily lives. Zero cash collection across the state is now the norm, fostering a digital-first culture.
Since we enter into digital system, at least a lot of traders are complying, like before, manual. And as Igbo people, what Igbo man hates in his life is a work of monkey they walk, baboon they shop. So since they know that the money is going straight to the government, none of them is absentee for the IGR payments. The traders was very happy the day we mentioned it, that all the payment is going to be digitalized. Then since then they are complying in a serious form. Because of that, some people we improve the revenue by ourselves, not government. Because everybody have seen that government is working with the money we are paying to them. We are the most beneficiary in whatever is doing. Come to the hospital. Population in Anambra is traders. We are the one that benefited. This one that announced about the hospital bed, and we give Belena. So that one that part. But the most concern is this one you took scale. Soludo. Now he know where they get the money. And don't think that payment, that IGR we are paying is used to do all these things.
To ensure a smooth transition, the government has prioritized education and awareness, conducting training programs for business owners and tax officials alike.
We are doing the work we call Catch the Young program, and that Catch the Young program, we are going to schools, secondary school, because we believe that we can be able to bring them up at that level to educate them on the tax obligations and the essence of payments of tax. Because we find out that majority of their parents don't even know that tax are meant to be paid. They feel that, what am I paying tax for? What is government doing with all these taxes we are paying? But when we pass that message to these students, they will go home and take the message to their parents and educate their fellows on the need of payment of taxes. Recently, we organized secondary school debate competition that was anchored by the Society of Monetization in which Anambra State Internal Revenue Service was a big part of it. But on the whole country, we have 6 regions in the whole country. Anambra was selected as part of the state to carry out this debate competition. And as God will have it, our students who came second, scoring 84.7%.
And when we started this competition, it wasn't easy at all because I didn't know anything about tax. So it was a line of teaching and giving us the knowledge that I knew about it. I would just say to our governor, Professor Charles Soludo, just for him to continue with his good work, and may God continue to bless him abundantly.
Governance thrives on collaboration, and Governor Soludo has actively engaged various stakeholders, ranging from business leaders to community members, to gather input and build consensus around the reforms.
The truth is that the governor has done absolutely well in terms of bringing crucial development to Nnewi and even in Anambra in general. But I'll speak for Nnewi. You understand there has been a massive road construction and rehabilitation in Nnewi. Most of the funds used in these projects are funds that are generated from the IGR. You understand? So Nnewi has also been a beneficiary of the funds gotten from IGR. You understand? You look at the massive work that is going on in Nnewi. You understand the award and the construction of the Nnewi-Nobi Road, the rehabilitation of Igbo-Rizu Road, the expansion of Nnewi-Okija Road, the construction of the Bank Road. You understand? You can see that these are major roads that connect, bring businesses down to Nnewi. So the governor have done so well in opening Nnewi for massive investment, and we thank him for that.
As the IGR reforms take root, the benefits extend beyond just revenue collection. Improved funds lead to enhanced infrastructure, quality education, and better healthcare services, key components of sustainable development.
One thing I can tell you, if you go out there and ask an average taxpayer, they're happy. You can imagine a keke rider, when Mr. Governor was commissioning a particular road at Onitsha, brought his money to give to Mr. Governor. Say, Mr. Governor, take this money and put in the work you are doing, because I used to go to mechanic every day, but now I no longer go to mechanic because the roads are good. And of course, Okada riders also, particular riders also enjoy health insurance scheme. Free. If you go out there and interview them, they will tell you that they enjoy health insurance scheme based on the fact that they are paying their tax. So they are seeing the outcome of their money. The taxpayers' money at work is happening. They are seeing it with their eyes.
The community response has been overwhelmingly positive, with citizens recognizing the direct correlation between their contributions and the enhancement in their daily lives.
To be honest, I've been in this business for 4 years now. I began to drive keke in the year 2020 after the lockdown pandemic. And so far, I can beat my heart and say that the Soludo government has been the best. First of all, in infrastructure, because there is no any developed state or developed nation that can do without a good road. What we used to experience here, 2020, 2021, 2022, was for me a hell, simply because, number one, we can rarely operate 1 week successfully without going to the mechanic. That's because there's no road. And we, Nigerians, we believe that normally we have to face some difficulties on thereabout. But in Soludo's administration, I was surprised that before 1 year, me personally, I calculate. So before 1 year, we saw that major roads that we tricyclists, most especially in the Oka here, apply are not just under construction, but are completed within the short period of time. Before now, we used to experience a heavy kind of tasking in this state. We pay from monthly due, we pay union registration, we pay end of the year party, we pay the government IGR, we pay the union IGR, we pay a lot of things, bucket, emblem, and this thing was more than, as in, you will be working, but the money you are earning is going to somebody else, and it was really a burden to us. And at some point we were even getting fed up until the Soludo government came into power and he had our poll light. Now you can just pay your task and go to anywhere you want to. Specifically, I thought it was only in Oka. I left Oka one day and went to Ekulobia. I came there, they said, where is your task? This thing. I gave them, they checked it, and I'm free to go. They allowed me go. I was like, this is not only here. Okay, let me try another place, at least the most difficult place I've known, which is Onitsha. I went there, it was the same thing. I was like, this is really marvelous. And sincerely, we want to say thank you to the government of Anambra State, the governor of Anambra State precisely, because we know what we used to experience in this state as tricyclists. We rarely do it. For the very first time in 4 years, having health insurance in Anambra State, this is the first regime that's actually done it for us. We only know before giving to the government, we never saw receiving from the government, but this time around we saw receiving from the government as well. So we are really happy.
Come to health insurance. I was in the hospital yesterday where I was registered at the health insurance participant at Rock Foundation. I was treated free of charge without any money. That's one of the benefits I'm enjoying from Chukwuma Soludo. No other governor have done that. So we are paying the tax and we are seeing the benefits of the tax we are paying.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo's IGR Reformation and digital tax regime symbolized not just a shift in financial strategy, but a broader commitment to transparency, community engagement, and progress. As Anambra continues on this transformative path, the foundation for a sustainable and prosperous future is being laid, one where every citizen plays a part.
That has guided us in this administration is what we call one state, one people, one agenda. And being a progressive with progressive credentials and deeply concerned about leaving no one behind, we've tried to govern with fairness, empathy, compassion, and trying indeed not to leave anybody behind. So, in terms of infrastructural development, we've actually started with the people in greatest need. Because of our progressive bent, we've exempted the most vulnerable from taxation. The hawkers, the barrel pushers, vulcanizers, all these petty traders who have capital less than a few 100,000, we've exempted them from taxation. I don't know about North Central or South, as it were, in the way I look at Anambra. I see one full Anambra. And what I say to them as we continue to move is that our agenda is clear. There's huge unfinished business. And in the Anambra, you'll have not seen nothing.
Ultimately, Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo's intervention in IGR aims to redefine Anambra's economic foundation anchored on transparency, trust, and a clear path to shared prosperity for all. And that's a wrap on today's edition of Solution Footprint. Do well to join us again next week for another refreshing edition. Follow us on our social media platforms at Solution Footprint on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and Solution FP on X, formerly Twitter. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Indeed, Solution is here.